ayun nga heavy cream eh, yung all-purpose block eh. Ha? Ay, huwag na natin na, lagyan ng... Oo, huwag na. Kasi may all-purpose cream tayo.
Gotta go. Does get the ban here from Newbee, and Optic will have to look elsewhere here.
Yeah, so DP is still in the pool with the Shadowfin being banned out. That could be the reason for Optic to pick it up, but it's definitely not gonna survive through the second stage. Like it's gotta be picked. The hero is way too good.
Would we ever see? I mean, at least I don't think I've recently. Would you see like a Razor DP actually on the same team?
Yeah, why not?
I don't know. I've never. That just seems crazy to me.
Razor is not a mid hero anymore because he doesn't have a space to work with. Towers are close to each other, and there's no space for him to actually run at people. So he is either a safe lane, or you go for throw a Razor on an off lane with one of the supports, maybe even Chen. Have this tri-core situation.
All right, but for Optic right now, get good old Elder Titan. Here I know Fog's been kind of boasting about, at least in pub play, a bit. Oh.
Yeah, with the Terrorblade being banned out, this opens up a Luna lineup. Look at these three heroes for Newbee. This super strong tri-lane. They can go wherever they want, just tri-lane mid.
Well, that's a lot of whole, like ensnare plus sleep. It's like
plus beams.
yeah,
a lot of damage. Naga Siren, one of the strongest position form early on, especially if she gets the stout shield. A lot of harassment. But on the other side, you have Rubik, Elder Titan +1, probably a Razor, which is also a good. I hope these three match against the three from Newbee, which is going to be a bloodbath.
Yeah. We'll see, though, if that is going to be the mind play here for Peter. So he's thinking about his fourth pickup now. You got some decent stun power between Telekinesis and Stomp, can kind of work. You have Sieging already coming in there for Razor. You want to get something to kind of solidify your late game a little bit. Mobilities, it's okay.
Yep, Omni is still in the pool. Like you can get the Omni Razor, but then, in my opinion, they lack control. Titan Rubik is good, but it's not reliable stun. Really hard to start a fight with.
So ooh, that's a guy who could start a fight. Yep. Clockwork coming into equation here. Clockwork just looks like a shrimp. Look at this. No. Eletine's like blocking his face and everything. Get the hell out of here. But that is someone who's kind of able to jump into action, cog down, lock down. Provides a little bit of extra vision potential, of course, with your rocket. Very nice.
And they have a good vision game. Optic with Razor Plasma Field, Elder Titan Spirit, Rocket.
It's going to be super hard for Newbee to be able to Roche against this team unless you get like a nice team fight before it. Got Spirit and Rocket, those, but to keep tabs. But hey, look at this. You get a good counter Roche vision potentially yourself here as Newbee secure the Bat Rider now.
Yeah, that's more of a counter pick to a Clockwork because he can just fly over the cogs, not threatened by it. Naturally builds into a Force Staff to save the teammates.
That's a nice pick. I like it. Works good against Razor, BKB kind of hero. But pull him back into the arms of your Luna.
Newbee's turn to ban.
Final ban, though, coming out from Optic. Yep. They're going to get rid of the Queen of Pain, which Newbee did pull out in their previous game. We saw that in the hands of SCCC.
As I mentioned, they lack control. Elder Titan Rubik is good, but not reliable. So Queen of Pain could just blink away. They want to ban out those mobile heroes. Puck is one of the heroes that's still in the pool, but there's also a DP. Maybe they don't want to go DP against the Razor Clockwork. A lot of burst damage. DP doesn't build into a Force Staff, so she's kind of threatened by a Clockwork, and the Clockwork's pretty much... It's probably going to be an offlane Clockwork, so with that he can get Blade Mail timing pretty decently.
Yeah. Yeah, that could be
Against-
a pain
yeah.
for Luna.
Against the Luna, Batrider, and then you have a DP that's a ton of damage just from the blade mail.
Newbees, turn to pick.
Good, clever little ban right there. You got to watch out for the 5th pick Broodmother.
Always.
And Newbee are privy to it. They banned it outright. Now look to secure their final pickup here for themselves.
10 seconds remaining.
I mean, they definitely need a mid hero.
5 seconds remaining.
Queen of Pain
Something to
is
go
out.
against the Razor. There's only so many heroes out there who could even do it. Viper, still in there. Is that the worst thing ever?
No,
Viper
is
DK,
fine.
something like
Yeah.
that?
I mean, I don't know why. Whenever I see a Death Prophet in a lineup, that lineup feels like at least 2 times stronger than the other one. Maybe I'm just a big fan of a hero. I don't like to play though. I just love to watch him.
Yeah, you're weird. That Prophet's okay, but I mean...
Yeah, we have a term for that, but we're not gonna say it.
Yeah. All right.
Radiant
Newbee sweating the
team
clock a
pick.
bit. What's it gonna be? It's gonna be Lena. A spicy pickup.
You may now
And really
select
not
your
hesitating at all. Optic seemed to already know what they had wanted, and that was going to be the Pycat Phantom Lancer here. All right, Lacoste, hit me up here. Your thoughts on these last 2 pickups? Kind of off course with the Lena pickup, but they feel pretty confident that Lena will square up okay against the Razor on this one.
They might swap things around and put the Phantom Lancer on a mid lane, maybe against Lena, but not sure about that matchup. Lena should have an advantage.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a Clockwork on the off lane, CCNC playing the Razor.
Yep, so obviously that would mean that the previous game was more of a character-specific kind of a thing, that old liquid kind of a thing. Depending on the lineup, they'll shift things around, but Quinn should be back on his mid lane here.
Yeah, Lena is one of the forgotten heroes. She, certain teams started to pick her. That scales so well. And like she is a damage dealer in the late game.
Prepare for
Items,
battle.
it's gonna be a safe lane Phantom Lancer, mid Razor.
All
I don't expect to see any kills on the mid lane. Both of these heroes just tend to farm unless there's a rotation coming up from Rubik or Bane plus Naga.
Let's get into it here. Optic, in their Group A run so far, got 1 win. Newbee, 1 loss right now. Hoping to even things up. The green wall, hoping to stand strong. 33. Going to be potentially scouted out through this top lane. It looks like for now, Zai is going to be by his side. And a potential 2-1-2 kind of setup with Quinn being in the mid lane. And of course, you got Peter's Rubik and Pycat's PL
30 seconds
lingering
to
towards the
battle.
southern half of this map.
Yeah, they needed a hero that gets rid of sticking up palms. 2 best ones are Lifestealer and the Nerubian Weaver with the max speed from Shikuchi. There's a Phantom Lancer as well, removes it with Doppelganger. And always shows where the Batrider is if you just follow him with the...
Oh,
Phantom
look at
Rush.
Faith. Faith is trying to do the old behind the back play here. Going for the bounty, but he's been spotted. And he'll just head out the other direction knowing that he has a, you know, a sleep available if necessary. But it is going to be Optic who snag up the most of the bounty runes on this one.
So KP is hiding in the trees, wants to pull the wave. They don't have anything to stop it. If Peter is out of position, but he's not.
Oh, Peter moves in. Is he going to prevent this from happening, though? Quickly. KP takes to the skies here and takes the wave with him. I mean, there's not much you can really do about that, it seems. So they'll have to let that wave go, and Pycat's going to be forced to do some last hitting under the tower, it looks like for now.
Yeah, Zai is already top. He wants to get some of the damage. He's already sitting on double damage +2. Ton of damage against the Naga Siren, who doesn't have a stout shield. Mid lane, Bane just trying to harass CCNC.
Yeah, he is going to hand over a bit of damage, but any extra harassment to keep the attention away from SCCC. I mean, typically you would imagine that Razor on paper could have maybe a bit of upper hand in this matchup, but with the +1 Faith, this is going to be a bit of a sweaty time here for CCNC. Top lane, they're continuing to swing it out a bit. Zai gets a couple of punches into Kaka. Kaka's going to be forced to slither away to the other side, and Mugi now we see a little hesitant to kind of participate in the waves, at least for now. So you're having Clockwork here with more CS than the Luna at this point in time. This is looking pretty profitable for Optic, at least for now.
Yeah, 33 with the Early Quelling Blade pickup means he's gonna get a lot of last hits, while Elder Titan just continues to harass. So mid is 1 for Newbee, 0-10 actually, against 5 on a Razor. Double Null Talisman already on Lina.
Oof. Yeah, doubling the CS game right now. It's proving quite profitable for Newbee. We'll just see if Optic can kind of make up for that in some of the side lanes here, but for now, this is a good advantage. CNCC will be able to move over and get a hold of the Illusion Rune, at least, but his attention towards the mid lane is still a little rough here. Optic are also kind of taking a pretty decent advantage in the bottom lane at this moment, but actually I look up at KP and he has another wave under the tower and already has level 3. So it's actually not bad at all. Boots are available for him if he wants to get them.
Mid lane.
Faith's heading top now. I guess they've had enough of this. And they want to kind of maintain order here and allow Mugi to kind of get back into the game. 12 and 12 for 3-3's Clockwork right now.
Yeah, that's also from Cogs.
The Cogs. Okay, yeah. Fair enough.
But still, 12 CS. If they catch someone, whoever, pretty much, Luna, Vayne, with the stomp
mid lane
in a Cog, that's gonna be a dead zero.
Yeah, Peter makes a good rotation over here. The telekinesis pullback, lots of damage being sapped, but Lina's got the distance, able to make it back towards her tower safely. This first approach from Peter, they're not going to be successful for the kill, but at least decent for the intimidation factor. And he's going to go totally cross-country all the way up to the top lane now to help out on that front. I guess since Bane's getting in on the action, he'll look to supplement his side. I hear a sleep coming off. And follow up with the ensnare. There's the Riptide, and finish it off with a Lucent Beam. It's going to be Mugi securing the first blood. Can they at least trade blows? Yes, they can. They'll get the takedown of Faith, making it 1-for-1, but still, that Mugi kill makes it pretty nice.
Yeah, well, Newbee. It was bad for Clockwork since he caught 2 heroes in Cogs. If he caught one, that hero would die pretty quickly, and they could have gotten maybe 2 kills in return. This way, it's the other way around. And again, on the bottom lane, KP trying to pull a wave. Has enough gold to buy a bottle, which is really great on a Batrider, because most of the time you're either pulling a wave early on or just stacking the camp, so you're moving around, getting those bounty runes, refilling the bottle.
Mugi down, 3-3, helps to get the finish onto that one, and they just get quick revenge, it looks like. Good bump back now for Optic. Touching back at mid lane here. CCNC still kind of losing a bit. 15 CS, 25 for the Lina. But CCNC is actually winning the XP game. He's going to get level 5 just a bit earlier.
Yeah, because Vayne was sitting mid for the first 2.5 minutes. Kaka with the Invis Rune placed a deep ward. Not going to get scouted. Oh, or PPD, does he know? Yeah, he saw him running away.
Well, they trade blows here a bit. A little bit of flirting, I like to say. Nobody looking to go in for a grope. Faith, though. Faith might have gone a bit too deep. He's trying to go to third base when he should really kind of stick on first. But he gets caught within the Cogs, tries to go for the self-sleep, but eventually will actually go down and be put to sleep. Kaka could be next, but no, he gets a nice turnaround and snare onto Zai, and they will be able to finish him off. You take one of ours, and we'll take one of yours. You scratch it right back the other way, and we're even 3-3.
Now they have a good setup for these ganks with Clockwork. Just the Elder Titan stun or lift. It's pretty much a secure kill, and they have nothing to run away with.
Kaka holding out nearby for the 6-minute rune. Peter's heading over, but he's going to be a little late. But Kaka's super low. Fortunately, they have no way to kind of close the gap. He's going to be able to make it out. Peter will drop a ward for his troubles. It may have been spotted out. Look at that. The classic chat wheel ward has been placed here. Faith, who is just returning to the lane from that previous death, could be in a bit of trouble. Is able to get the sleep off to Zai, which will help things out.
Yeah, once Luna hits level 6, she's really close. It has also 17 Vaughn charges. They won't be able to be that aggressive on this top lane.
Still got about a quarter of the XP to go before she does get to that spot.
It's a lot of C's on mid. SCCC and
SCCC.
Yeah.
Is that CCCC? Yeah, I don't like that. You got to show some love to the other letters of the alphabet, all right, guys?
So Batrider, look at him, just farming the stacks. So it's gonna be an amazing timing on that blade.
Yeah. Oh my god.
He actually stacked as well. I mean, the creep spawned level 6, almost level 7. Phantom Lancer having a really good time on the bottom lane, 45 CS, but Batrider has 42.
Yeah, this is looking like a potentially a top net worth Batrider kind of game if he's able to get that Blink Dagger and start putting it to work right away. And obviously that could lead to the success of like Luna with a good follow-up gank. And I imagine, yep, SCCC, it's level 6 now. It's got the Laguna. Let's see what kind of firepower she's going to be able to make use of it. But it's top lane where the action does break out. 3-3 looking to make the move in, trying to get a hold of Kaka, but he is eating a whole lot of damage and will be blasted down. They're still trying to at least get a hold of Kaka, but they do not have enough to finish the job. And now they look to turn around, going for PPD himself. Pops the wand to hold on, quickly cuts to the left. They sap his brain a little bit, but he's fine.
Yeah, this is exactly what I mentioned. They can't be that aggressive. Now they can't, since Lona ulti is down, but that's a big chunk of gold for Mugi again, who's having a good time on the top lane. 42 CS. Not the best, but still. Once Batrider picks up his Blink Dagger, he will probably try to get a kill on a mid lane. Lina is level 7, level 4 Dragon Slayer with Laguna Blade. That's enough burst damage to take Razor down.
CCNC is very nervous here. This Lina's been missing for a while. He's also the Naga's missing.
Yeah, also the info that Pycat is providing that Batrider is missing and he has a ton of farm, which means that he could have a Blink Dagger, so he needs to play careful. Yeah.
KP looking to go for potentially another wave cut. Or maybe they're looking to make a straight up go onto Pycat here. He is fighting under the tower. SCCC's here and they got the Laguna. Can they successfully get this takedown of the PL? He's committed so far and deep. Does see trouble coming. Quickly cuts to the left side. He has no help nearby. Avoids some trouble with the Doppelganger, but there's also action breaking out in the mid lane. We can see Kaka going to be taken apart. Now we got to cut to the left. Look at Pycat is slowly being withered down, trying to hide. Can he Doppelganger to the low ground here in some way? I don't think so. He just gets scorched up. And it's going to be a trade from both sides. This one favorable for Newbee. We're not done yet. Zai blasted. See you later. Double kill for SCCNC. Did I say enough C's? 3 of them, right?
Yeah, but that was one more N.
Oh, I said it.
So, yeah, Lina with the double kill. She didn't want to use Laguna Blade. Was just saving it for later. Even though Phantom Lancer was super close to using a second Doppelganger to run away. So Batrider has a Blink Dagger. I don't think he's gonna show it off actually on a lane. Just wants to push it by TP and get the game going. But he needs to push the wave first. That's the thing.
We do have a Clockwork now with the hook shot. Good to go, and he's going straight for the Spear Vessel.
Yeah, that's a ton of damage.
Oh, they've spotted out Kaka. Get the telekinesis pull back here. Kaka on the run, slithers down to the low ground. The follow-up hookshot is going to be there. They lock her within the cogs, and they serve up some nice sashimi. Delicious little lunch here for Optic Gaming. Now making the game even 6-6 and kind of taking back the net worth just a little bit. But bottom lane, here comes a nice mission. He's getting surrounded from all sides. Nowhere safe to run. Zai taken down. And it looks like a tower push is going to be happening from both sides here.
Yeah, Luna.
Oh, mid lane. Boom. See you later. SCCC showing that he's got just as many C's, but he's got the Laguna.
Yeah, that should not happen. You should not solo die. at this point of a game. Since Clockwork hit level 6, Luna didn't have ulti. She just rotates to a bottom lane and they do the mirror swap, tier 1 tower for tier 1 tower. They even bought the Tome of Knowledge for Clockwork.
Oh, look at that. Not even a blink necessary for this one. Just KP straight up rolling in, lassoing up Zai, taking him down and walking back away. But here comes CC&C, able to kind of muscle on forward, gets a revenge kill, taking down the Lina. And now they'll be able to get some assault damage onto this tier 1.
Yeah, that's a good amount of gold in Razor pockets and some XP as well. I'm surprised. Well, I'm not surprised. They bought the Tome for Clockwork. Like that's your offlaner because PPD already has good levels and Elder Titan is really not that level dependent hero.
So why the Clockwork?
Yeah,
like,
but
how do you want to get him that much further?
Elder Titan. I mean, the Clockwork doesn't scale that much. You have Rocket Flare, but not much kill potential. Phantom Lancer is going to continue to farm. Clockwork is going to be the one he already has an urn, so that's more damage if he catches someone in the cogs. I wouldn't be surprised if Lina goes, let's say, for a Shadow Blade or just Force Staff as a second item against the Clockwork. It's really good against the Razor.
Oh. Looks like Optic will be able to secure that mid-tier 1. Phaedra's rolling in. I don't know if he's trying to pose a possible deny, but he ends up feeding his own line. Boom! Two-man stun coming out from SCCC from the low ground will help get the kill. A double for KP on that one. Still hustling, bustling, looking to make the move in on for CC&C, but look who's up above. It's going to be Pycat looking to rush on in, able to doppelganger out and away from the stun, but Kaka will go down. Okay, here we go. Good little stop. Mugi could be in trouble here. One more right click could do it. Oh, he's not able to get it. They turn back and around though. Feeds Grip ultimate coming on in, and it's going to be Pycat getting dropped. Ulti to fly out from Luna, but can't quite get the catch. Zai runs himself through the shadows of the trees and makes it out the other side. But Optic will take a couple of losses there.
I mean, most of the players would probably just go for the Luna. She was one hit away. Even Phantom Rush was on cooldown. She takes a ton of damage when she uses a Mask of Madness. The extra agility from Phantom Lancer just rips her apart.
Almost spotted Zai there. He's able to hide into a little pocket of trees and make it away from trouble. They have that defensive ward to spot things out, and look at that, because of it, 3-3 is going to be able to make the jump in, looking to go for Faith. Faith is able to get off the Brain Sap. They lose Peter on the other side. They will be able to take a support themselves. Pycat shows up to play, and that's when Newbee say sayonara.
With the Phantom Lancer finishing that Diffusal Blade, they can easily take fights right now. Luna still needs more time to recover, can easily farm the jungle. Lina should be the one setting up those ganks. We're still gonna see any songs coming up from Naga.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, I think you only just got level 6. But
yeah, it's really hard to use ulti if you're not 6.
The vocal cords are just not there yet. But now she's warmed up the pipes and she's ready to go, but KP is going to have to get bailed out. There's that song. Are they looking to defensively set it up? CC&C rolls in, and that's when Newbee go, okay, we're good. And they look to get the hell back. Is the chase going to go on here? No, Optic not looking to press their luck too much further here. Might just slow roll this bottom lane into the tier 1 if possible. And they take the rest of their pressure all the way up and over to the mid lane. Ooh, swing and a miss. 3-3. Trying to get the grab onto Mugi there. 20 more seconds, that Eclipse will be up. Over here on the other side though, Fiend's Grip set up onto Peter. We'll get them to finish. A stomp comes through, but it's just too little too late.
Yeah, before this happened, I want to say how PPD's position was really on point.
Okay.
So far, he's involved in 10 out of 11 kills for us. That's how you set up games. They had a good tri-lane talk.
Okay. Pycat runs into the trees, tries to go for a TP out, but Kaka had been running his way in. Maybe he assumed that was a Naga illusion, but whatever the case may be, he's able to get the net off, stop the TP, and now there's just this long, scary chase of Pycat. He gets hit with the Laguna. There's a next net to latch him down in his spot, and eventually they will be able to bring him down.
Well, that's a great kill for Newbee. Took a lot of time, but still still worth it. The problem with the offlane Clockwork is that the position for Clockwork does the same thing, but a bit later, not as effective as 3. Like, he has a full Spirit Vessel, but it's still a Clockwork.
Yeah, it's like, so what's his next big jump? So he's got a Spirit Vessel, and he still has his hookshot jump in, but what happens after that?
Is that a question?
I think.
Alright.
I'm just like, he's hit the peak now. This is the big peak. When you're in a 4-position Clockwork, this is it. You've hit the top. But he's not a 4-position. So what is the next peak? What makes it more worth it? Top lane, Kaka with the split out. And Optic are just not looking to continue their luck any further. But CC&C will be able to creep his way over. They get the Faith takedown. And now we might see fisticuffs here. Follow-up takedown of Kaka is also going to be in place. Both supports going to be taken down. Optic do have an advantage in numbers here if they want to move forward. Snare to fly out, stolen from Peter, who forced forward on to Moogie. KP comes from around the corner here and quickly blinks away.
Yeah, they did not have a rocket. Maybe, if you're playing with Clockwork, when you get to level 10, you really don't need talent. With the cooldown rocket and the damage, just feels way better. You're gonna have it level 4.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, the
Dire's
Clockwork,
structures are fortified.
the reason why he's not played as 3 is because he hits a peak and that's it.
Yeah, there's no like core Clockwork peak to follow, right? I mean, unless you just get items.
The 4-staff, be really mobile, kite around in these fights. Especially if he gets Aghanims, then he's a great hero.
So essentially, it's like they got him there so that he can come online sooner. Now he's online sooner. What are Optic going to do with it now? CC&C is looking to hit his own peak here. He's one component away from a BKB. That could help things out a bit. Allow him to kind of be a bit more unmerciful in a lot of these fights. But Newbee have brought a lot of their attention up to the top lane now. Song of the Sirens back up and ready. Fiend's Grip's up and ready. Lasso's up and ready. Let's pop this purple stuff and go out on a trip right now. Here they go. Wiggling their way back through the mid lane, but Optic have already gathered themselves. They pop their own purple stuff. Everybody getting a bit fun and frisky here. And they could end up colliding here right in the mid lane. Ooh, hook not going to find its target. Newbee shuffle themselves back up on the high ground, jumping. Immediate lift from PPD the God. Bam! Gets that owl taken out of the skies, and that's an advantage for Optic right there.
Yeah, that's quick fingers from PPD. This is the second time this happens. Once Batrider didn't have ulti, it was like a misplay from Newbee. Sleep onto Razor, but KP decided to go in and try to use Lasso. But you're invulnerable for a couple of seconds, so you can't use anything.
KP now is, that happens a couple of times, and you might be thinking a little too hard the next time you try to make a jump in.
Yeah, pretty even game so far. Luna will have the second 4-staff. I mean, it's gonna be full pike when she disassembles Hela.
They're trying it again. They're smoking again. Last one didn't work out too well for them, and they are, I don't want to say desperate, but they are really looking to try to make something happen here. They're just going to have Newbee out in front as he sees through the tower. Oh my God, Peter going to get blasted down from the Laguna ulti, but it's going to cost SEC his own life. There comes the Eclipse now, looking to catch out and finish out CC&C on the other side. They will be able to do it. Killing spree for Moogie, and the song has to come out. Peter is just on the outside, but he can't get close enough to go for the finish. He gets the Fade Bolt off, but nothing else to follow, and Newbee will make the retreat. You take my mid, and I'll take yours. KP, though, still very damn deep here. Flame break from Peter, stolen, and is able to get the connection, but it looks like KP knows that his days are numbered and is just going to try to burn through the wave a little bit if possible. All right, good swing around here from Optic.
Yeah, Newbee couldn't take the fight there. It was a kind of a choke point, and there was a 3-man stomp into Elder Titan ulti, and they just had to back off. Lina ulti was used. I don't expect them to take too many fights until Luna gets a BKB against the Razor, Titan, and the Phantom Lancer. I love the build on Phantom Lancer. There's not too much stuff to use Manta on. He decides to go for SNY just to tank it up.
Yep, looks like Optic are on the mission here to finish out the bottom tier 1. Newbee will be able to get the trade themselves. Moogie's already on his own tier 1 with the Mask of Madness here, so Good trades from both sides.
2000 HP on a Clockwork with the casual vitality booster, saying what up. He just wanted to round the number.
You can jump into action and kind of tank a lot here, but there we go. More money in the bank for them. Tier 1 down from one side, Tier 1 down from the other.
Yeah, once they get those 4 staffs inside of Newbee, it's going to be easy to take the fight. They can kite around Clockwork and Razor Static Link plus Phantom Lancer as well. Again, not too much control from Optic Gaming besides Rubik Lift, Echo Stomp.
Smokes a popped here for Optic. They trenched their way through the river and up toward the mid lane here where they got CC out in front. Dire do dish out the scan, but it did not quite catch a target here, so they might think things are a little easier and comfortable than they actually are. Well, Optic try to invade a bit, but they don't spot anything. And they were just a few moments too early. Newbee now approach. They wait on back here. Looks like this opportunity is going to come and go for Optic on this one.
Looks like they want to bait him again. BPD is ready with the lift if Batrider jumps in.
Yeah, he did already use Firefly though, so they're going to have to wait at least another 20 seconds before they can get that kind of jump in.
Yeah, Luna's getting close to a BKB, less than 1,000 gold away. I guess they don't want to take a fight without that BKB.
Well, the next slotted up item for Pycat after finishing out that SNY is going to be a Lincoln Sphere. Obviously great against that lasso.
It's good against the lasso, it's good against the
Ensnare,
grip, Alina ulti.
There's so many targeted spells, any of these things could pop Lincolns though.
So maybe, I mean, he can still switch things around, but if he wants to tank it up for almost the same amount of gold, he can buy a full heart, and then the illusions are stronger, and can't probably even die if they last him.
Picking out Peter, but Peter hits him again with the telekinesis, had just a little bit too much distance there. Peter doesn't even try to go for the spell steal, he's just happy to turn around and walk away.
There are some good spells to steal this game.
For sure. Grip is one of the easier ones he could potentially get a hold of if possible, but yeah, Luna, Naga sleep. All right, smoke out for Optic. Head back out the other direction here. Looks like for a repositioning because Newbee are busy congregated towards that mid lane, and Pycat is just pressuring the top lane in the meantime too. So Newbee are just going to have to, probably spread themselves thin at this point. Uh-oh, looks like Optic have spotted out SCC all on his lonesome. So 3-3 is happy to jump in and get a little close with the fiery lady. Waiting out for Pycat, maybe go for the last hit. Nope, it is going to be taken by 3-3.
So yeah, that's a full BKB finish on Lina as well, plus Luna. They know they were bottom. Oh, they actually scouted them with the rocket.
Uh-oh. Smack here. Boogie could be in a bit of trouble. KP waiting out behind. CC pops the BKB, rushes into the action here. Moogie's forced out on the other side. Oh, Sleep comes out just in time to be able to bail him out. 3-3 though, still in hot pursuit. He is able to tag the shrine, but Peter is chasing him down. 2-1, is he gonna try to go for the rocket? It's too much life, but he's still thinking about chasing.
Yeah, this decision was not the great.
Still thinking about chasing, got a hook shot here. He's going, he missed it. Almost though. He was thirsty for it, but
I mean, if Roche didn't bash Luna a couple of times, maybe they could have made it. But that's a maybe. Overall, I mean, you have a Naga Siren, so going Roche is always a better idea in terms of you can disrupt it, you can just use a sleep and try to finish a Roche, but that didn't happen because they had a good vision on a Luna, used everything they have, plus a Spirit Vessel, and she couldn't stay in the Roche pit and take the Aegis. Plus, there was a BKB Razor inside of it.
Lots of good timings here for Optic so far. Still though, only up 1k of a net worth advantage. It feels like Optic are in more control of this game than it actually shows by the numbers.
Yeah, they just got back in the control. Clockwork has a full Crimson Guard. He just needs to use the chicken, which will mitigate a lot of right-click damage from Luna's Moonglaves.
He's pretty yoked right now.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Very heavy utility tank build. For being in that kind of core position, we don't see Clockwork in very often. Here's Newbee's fire back towards this mid lane. Moogie's going to be able to get the finish and secure the tower. CC&C, though, just trucking himself on forward. He's like, I got the eye of the storm, and I want to get a hold of this young girl. Oh! From the turnbuckle! 3-3, jumps right into the action with the elbow drop right onto Moogie's head. Moogie, though, oh! Tries to make it to the high ground in a way. The neutral creep will have his name, though. Takes him down. I guess it's okay. It's better to die to that than the Optic, but still, Luna's still going to be stuck on the sidelines here. And now Optic just strut their stuff right down the mid lane.
Yeah, they want to go right now. They have Aegis, Phantom Lancer. It's pretty jacked, getting closer to Scotty.
Yeah, you can't sleep on this PL, man. Top of net worth. He's not getting too involved with the game and with some of these skirmishes, but then he just suddenly shows up and you're kind of like, where the hell did this guy come from? Does eat a fair amount of damage there. No Laguna to follow, though, unfortunately, and Optic breaking down their own walls here. Taking a tier 3. Look to head out the other direction. Kaka has a sleep. Is he thinking about using it? No, they hit Quinn with the glimmer. And he heads out the other direction. I feel like if you're KP in this game, it feels like it's been a tough time. Remember how fast he was able to get that Blink Dagger? And, you know, how many Blink Lasso setups have we seen this game?
Yeah, he couldn't find the openings. Also, you gotta give credit to PPD. He caught him 2 times when he blinked in.
It's amazing how much of a hindrance that feels like it's been for Newbee. It's like that whole mid-game, early mid-game momentum has been taken away.
Yeah, look at the courier. That's a Crimson Guard plus full SNY on Razor.
Yeah, the rich getting richer here. Uh-oh. And it's only going to get even better for him. Kaka, you know, maybe just kind of getting out there, trying to get some ward action down. Does get caught out, and it could be more. Follow-up again from 3-3, getting the jump on the KP. As the Glimmer, they pop the dust. And it looks like they found a new target. They get Faith in their crosshairs and finish him out.
Yeah, with this build, 3-3 just wants to be the frontliner.
Yeah.
When he hits level 15, he's gonna get that extra 15 strength. All the status resistance will kick in.
Just totally not looking at anything like that blade mail, and is just going full gains on this one. Just a full muscle.
They still have the Aegis on Phantom Lancer, and they want to use it. It should be up for another minute. That's what my inner clock is telling me.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Slowly ticking.
Here we go. Pycat taking it to the front lines here with that extra life. He's going right in on the racks right now. CC&C is wavering a bit back. That's a huge setup if they want it. Peter can't help himself, looks to move in for the telekinesis. KP looking to get some revenge onto Peter, decides to solo him out for the lasso and pull back, and well, they'll be able to take down the Rubik, but it is going to cost them at least 1 Rax. Pycat swinging it about. Newbee don't want to finish him off though. Not quite yet. They may just do it, and they will. So now he has that second life. Can they somehow stop him right here with everything they've got? They're looking to go for it. They hit him with the Laguna, but he does get the doppelganger off. Looking to head down to the low ground. Can he make it out from trouble? Yes, he's looking to be long gone at this point. And Newbee are just going to have to settle for what's left. But what's left is still pretty damn good. They're going to be able to just kind of get the swift takedown on the KP. Stomp turnaround onto 2 from Zai. And he will escort CC&C away from trouble. Yeah, just Kaka want to pursue. Has the sleep available, but it's not really feeling it. Not feeling like they're going to have enough of a follow-up or firepower to do anything with it.
Yeah, they only managed to take down the range Raxes, which is not that great. I mean, this Lena's dealing a ton of damage at the moment, has a Maelstrom finished. She needs it because of the Phantom Lancer illusions. They need some more AoE.
Yep.
Clear. They have Slave plus LSA plus the bounces from Luna. Luna is so squishy. Like this Clockwork, when the fight starts, she's sitting on 50% HP because of the rockets, spirit vessel charges. Also, she gets hit by astral spirits. She needs to be in a range with the plasma field.
And roll the natural order that is just kind of continuously, you know, withering away the defensive structure of Newbee too. It just makes everything else feel like it hurts so much more. Optic will secure. I mean, they were only able to get that ranged racks, but obviously that means that new opportunities to take down the shrines and inherit even more gold for themselves, putting PyCat even further ahead. Scotty now done, in addition to already that S and Y and defusal and such, means that a heart is going to be next on the docket.
That's a lie. He has butterfly queued up. I mean, he is.
Oh, what? He just switched it.
Yeah,
right then and there, dude.
I was looking at it.
Son of a gun.
I mean, he is tanky enough, but he can still die. If Batrider uses a lasso, or if there's a more than 3 seconds grip, he should be able to die.
Optic smoked. We're still pretty deep on their side here. Newbee have that deep penetrating vision, but if they don't spot anyone of Optic here, they might feel like they're safe. They do kind of see that creep movement. That might feel a bit fishy to them. Let's see how Newbee decide to respond. They in their own smoke play all the way to Optic side and then reside up on the high ground area.
Oh, working. Rune for Lina.
And the butterfly now in hand for Luna. Here we go. Newbee moving in down this top lane. Optic thinking about making a move in. CCNC is going to get caught with the lasso, but Peter is quickly there with the telekinesis. Might be able to bail him out. CCNC is going to be gone the other side. Here we go. Lady Eclipse going to be flying out now. CCNC looking to kind of target on in, but it is not going to get anybody. KP is the only target to fall on this one. And Newbee have to run out the other direction and in fact use the song to safely escape. Frantic to make the TPs out. Can Peter get close enough for anything? No. One more's left. It's Kaka. Oh, he tried to TP, I think, to something that had a longer cooldown. No, he was just going back home. But still, unsuccessful movement for Newbee. Optic take the win on that one.
Yeah, again, PPD with the telekinesis. Luna had the Force Staff ready, so she could have used Force Staff to get Batrider out of position and kill that hero that was lassoed. But I guess she doesn't want to use it because Clockwork was ready to hook in. Oh, look at Clockwork. Look, he actually went for battery assault damage.
Do it with flair.
I mean, he's tanky enough, so he can afford it.
Alright, move in from Optic here. No reason not to go for the Roche, and I don't think there's going to be much of a threat here. Get some nice sentry vision down. Newbee's heading that direction. They're trying to beeline on over. Optic may be forced to withdraw from this. Newbee are now on the front porch.
They're going in.
They're thinking about it. KP's like starting to sticky it up. KP could go in and go for the Grand Theft Aegis here. The rocket's out. 33 goes for the hook, but he doesn't catch him. Actually catches the bigger camp on the other side. The movement's going to be there, and KP snags up the Aegis for himself. Is this going to be enough for Newbee though to get back into this? They already lose that Aegis. The stop's going to be there. A big one from Zai. 3-3 though, very low. Actually manages to get a nice cog onto the high ground, forcing Newbee to take the low road now, and they're starting to get chased on out. PyCat's here. He's ready to play. Starts muscling him on down. 33 just with only a bit of life. Happy to still be the enforcer, and Newbee are stuck, and they're forced to turn and run. And this is a fight where Newbee were able to get a hold of the Aegis, and they're going to continue to lose so much more. Double buybacks to come on out. Oh, a jump-in stolen feed script from Peter. He has had KP's number all game long. It is going to be an ultra kill for PyCat. Have Optic just gone right through the roof with this one.
So Lina brought back as well. Yeah, so that's 4 heroes down. Woo. No one has a buyback.
Well then,
this could be it.
Optic trying to force
tier 4.
Trying to force the Talon. They're not going to go for the tier 4. It looks like they're just going to play the safer play. Try to go for at least another tier 3 here. But only SCC and C in the perimeter to do anything about it. One more second means the Naga can be here. She does have Song, but you still have at least 30 seconds for both KP and for your Luna.
Yeah, that Roche fight started so well, even though it looked like Clockwork hook onto Batrider. Somehow Hook
He missed.
caught him because he hooked onto the creeps.
Yeah.
And then he stole the Aegis and the Cheese. Cheese was on the Lina, and he still couldn't take the fight.
Now with that, Optic just clearing the house.
Yeah.
Mid and bottom lane emptied.
I'm actually glad that Phantom Lancer decided to go for Heart. He's so tanky, 4,000 HP. They really can't kill him. They don't have the tools. Luna has Divine Rapier queued up, but she's so far away from it.
That just reeks of desperation right there. That's just like our only chance is getting the golden sword, trying to make something happen with it. Newbee, man, already again up against the ropes.
So, I mean, they can still come back, but it's gonna be so damn hard.
Oh yeah.
That's a Heart on Razor as well. So 2 cores, I mean 3 cores are so tanky. You have a Clockwork who has more HP than any other hero inside of Newbee.
Peter still has Fiend's Grip as well. They want to make use of it. That's a BKB piercing piece of lockdown right there. Optic all the way up north now. This could be the final hurrah, knowing that buybacks are on cooldown and Newbee have spent through everything they can. It's like Mjolnir's going to be complete, and an Aether Lens pick up for KP.
You're just gonna buy something.
Yeah, buy anything you can to survive. Let's see what they can get here. KP moves in. Okay, this time he will not be prevented. But the move in, can they blast apart CC&C? Yes, they can. He'll be the first to fall, but can Optic get enough done without, or can Newbee manage to pull out a hell of a defense? Faith locked between the cage, battling it out with the Clockwork, is going to get finished. Mugi saved, but eating still lots of damage. Oh, the Spirit Vessel, it's doing so much. It's going to be over, and just like that, Zai's going to be able to get the finish. A mega kill for your Elder Titan. The tier 3 going to get dropped in the top lane, and now it's going to be a move in for the Rax here, but playing it a little cautiously right now. Still giving the respect to Newbee on this one, but it looks like they might be going in for the finish. Pycat forcing a bit back. Gets the purge onto Mugi, but they're just distracting him right now. Newbee's going to have to do something if they want, but they can't. It's just too much. Optic Gaming get the win, are now 2-0 in Group A, and Newbee are 0-2.
Man, Optic is looking hot. I saw just a little bit of their first game. They were looking strong, man. Peter with some clutch spell steals. Also, I gotta give credit to Zai as well. There were 2, 3, sometimes I think even 4-man splitters. The problem was that this is not